including or excluding the sleeping part of it, if there are about 14 to 16 hours or 16 to 17 hours that we are awake, how do we spend our time? We always wonder, where do I spend our time? Stephen Covey talked about quadrants 1 to 4. We will be looking at little differently, as I said. If you want to look at how do I spend my time, it would be good to jot down in terms of where do I spend my time, activities, what do I do in a day, in a week, in a meeting, in an interaction. How do I spend my time in an interaction itself? How much time do I spend? These are questions for us to ponder over, reflect upon, so that at the end of the session, some of the answers that we would be wondering, I mean, what are those for the questions that we have, we may be able to get some answers for it. Is time being spent role specific or is it person specific? Many of them say, no, because of in this role, I am doing this. Otherwise, in another role, I would do that. So is it role specific or is it individual specific? Is it age specific? Is it gender specific? So these are questions that would be there. Can I change? Is it possible for me to change? Okay, if so, then how do I change? Is there a reference point? Is there a benchmark? Because in Stephen Covey's time management quadrants, he's given some rough numbers of where you should be spending your time. So likewise, is there any number that is assigned to it in terms of how much time should I spend in each element? So these are questions that would be there with us. What we will do now is that I'll just take you through a small story, if I may use that word, or in terms of how in one day's life, how a person spends his time. Let's presume that there's an entrepreneur who has people working for him. He has an office. Now in this environment, we are talking about the pre-pandemic time. So we are looking at people walking to the office. Even during these Zoom times, this is something that we do. The entrepreneur walks in, says hi to many of them, does small talk with a few of them, and he walks to his cabin. So this is one element that he does. So there's one part of it he does. During the day, he goes around either if it's somebody working from home and using the online mechanism to connect, he may still do so. He may not walk around physically, but he may walk virtually, do some chatting around with people, which is sometimes what we do over the phone. We talk with colleagues about general stuff. So we can visualize both the situations whereby somebody is sitting from a work from home perspective or working in an office and when he's walking around. So the first situation where he says hi. The second situation, he walks around and does some chatting with people, catching up with some general stuff that he talks to people. During the day, he or she, I've just used the word he, but it applies to she too. During the day, he or she conducts several meetings. It could relate to performance reviews or meeting with customers or planning or discussing about a particular proposal or discussing about what happened the previous week or previous day or what is to be planned for tomorrow or the week after or what is to be done today. So there are certain meetings that he conducts with his people, either in his cabin or over the phone or using the virtual medium. In one of the meetings that he's attended, he was wandering around. He just lost to himself and kept to himself. And also sometimes at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, he spends some time with himself, just being himself. He doesn't want to interact. He doesn't want to take the calls. He's not even reading anything. He's not reviewing anything. He just wants to spend time just with, it's like some people call it the me time. So he just spends time with himself. Sometimes with his direct reports or with some people working with him, interactions do become unhealthy. People are not very happy about it. Sometimes one of them leaves in a half. Either the entrepreneur comes out of the meeting in half, or the people who are there in his cabin probably walk out in a half. It's not a very happy moment that he has. And somewhere there is a pattern that is emerging in this too. So this is one element that happens in a particular typical day. There are three of his colleagues that he's been working with for the longest time, who probably joined with him when he started this enterprise. He spends quality time with them, spending time with them, either daily or a bi-weekly or a weekly. He spends time talking, and more importantly, listening to each other. When one person talks, others are listening, others are focusing, others are paying attention, others are listening with rapt attention and not interrupting with questions, which is normally that happens in a typical meeting. So this is what typically the time being spent. So now let's try to understand what has got time structuring to do with what I just shared. So please understand, this has to be viewed with a little different paradigm that we are normally used to when we say that, okay, I woke up in the morning, I brushed my teeth, I did this, I traveled to the office, I had meetings, and I did these reviews, I had lunch. So this is how typically we do the time sort of a scheduling in our day, which is perfectly all right. That is what is required to be done when you have the calendar with us, when you have the diary with us. That's how we jot down. In fact, I wrote down in my calendar 6 to 7:30, I have this presentation to make. That's something which we do that's something which happens to us. But amongst these various activities or incidents that we have, how is the time spent? This is what we're going to look at it.